Greetings YouTube. Today I'm going to be continuing my guide for Monster Hunter World and getting and showing why this armor set works for the entirety of the low rank. And it really is a very simple reason.
You can embark on an expedition just by heading
It's
out to
just
the or you can
getting
use your own map.
to why this works. It's going to be irritating. The part of it is just the fact that the skills on it are good enough to carry you through low rank.
Now, we're in Astera.
The other is the fact that together these armor pieces have enough defense when fully upgraded to take on even the strongest of the low rank monsters, such as Rathalos and Diablos. It is not easy to do so while they are here, but it is also not that hard.
Let's look for the campsite.
And as
If I
such,
get to the
the
campsite first,
armor set that I'm showing you is
open up your map or use your scout flies to track me.
good enough that not only can you get to low rank, but you can also use it while at the start of high rank in order to gather up the materials for a high rank variation of the set. And we have 4 of the 5 pieces, and so I'm going to be working today to get to the highlands, the desert area, and defeating Baroth, so that you can see the last piece. The last piece will have, I believe it's speed sharpening. Can't remember it, the actual one off the top of my head, but the reason that that's the piece that we use is because sharpening your weapon in Monster Hunter is risky if you don't have speed sharpening in the middle of the fight. Whereas with speed sharpening,
Over here.
it's not nearly as bad. Now, because this is a hunt, this hunt is taking place on an expedition, it is far easier than a normal
To return to
quest,
base from an expedition.
because
Open the wildlife map.
because although you
Search the world
don't,
map.
you have a
Select Astera.
much higher time limit when using these expedition hunts.
Okay, now's your chance. Hurry up before you get noticed.
This is why I like the lance and the gun lance. The lance is a steady weapon. It is not a burst damage weapon, which honestly, burst weapons are the better weapons in Monster Hunter. Steady DPS are not quite as powerful, but in exchange, the steady weapons are much easier to use at least a basic level. Like, again, what I'm using, the lance. I am not great with the lance. I'm okay with it. I'm not great with it. And yet, hunts, I still enjoy my hunts with the lance or the gun lance better than even with the weapons that I'm actually good with. And that's a waste of a damage space, but I needed the sharpening. Come on.
paralyzed. You'll have to wait for it to wear off. Not that you have a choice.
I hate when that happens. Thank you, cat.
You can use that as slinger ammo. Great for getting a monster's attention or creating a distraction.
Oh, I grabbed the slinger and not material. I mentioned this on my last video, but even veterans will forget things. It's just a fact of life. Today is, again, mostly just getting to the next part where I can show off how you can enjoy yourself with just this basic armor set that I'm going to be showing. And again, if you don't like the set, you don't have to use it. Any set in low rank will work, as long as you actually keep it upgraded.
That's a piercing pod, powerful type of slinger ammo. That's able to pierce the thick shell of monsters. You can move around while grappled to a monster, but it'll burn through your stamina. Never underestimate an angry monster. Keep your distance and watch for a safe opening.
You can assign a target destination for your scout flies on the map.
I hate when other monsters get involved with my hunts.
You can use Scatter Nut as slinger ammo. It's good for staggering monsters. Nice job hunting the Kuluyaku. Select Astera from the world map so we can go home.
And now I should have just gotten
You can fast travel back to camp simply by selecting it from the wildlife map.
I'm not in combat, you stupid thing. There we go. But to start with getting into why this set works, and why, honestly, all real builds that you could make in low rank work, as long as they have at least some synergistic skills on them, and work for the weapon that you're using,
I have something special just for you.
is armor spheres and upgrading your armor.
Thank you, thank you.
It's because of these armor spheres right here. and the fact that all investigations bounties reward armor spheres, and investigations reward massive amounts of money, which as well, because they are quests, give armor spheres. After you complete the Kulayaku hunt, anytime you go out on a regular quest or even an expedition, you can get
How's your gear holding up?
new quests that are called investigations from them. And these investigations, not only do they give more materials, but they also give much more zenny / cash / whatever than a normal quest. And because these give that, it makes it much easier to upgrade your armor with armor spheres. See, when you're looking at the difference between the bone mail and the bone helm, with one upgrade is 2 defense. And so instead of having just about 30 defense, I have over 40. And as you progress through the main quest, the story, you're going to unlock more upgrades. And you can get the set that I'm going to be showing you into the hundreds, which is more than enough for anything in low rank.
Hunt's keeping you busy?
And so what I'm going to be doing after Baroth,
You've done well. You're the ones to get it done.
The 5th has an urgent mission. Partner, you'd better come see me.
we're going to go on the Puke hunt.
Hey there.
Then I'm going to finish this video. Then I'm going to go after the Baroth hunt in the next video, at which point I will be after the Baroth mission, we're going to be doing a lot of investigations.
Hey there, partner.
And this Puke hunt could either go really, really good or really, really wrong, because my luck in terms of quests utterly sucks. I have had Puke hunts where I ended up having to ending up with multiple dang Anjanath interruptions. I think the worst I've ever seen was 5 Anjanath interruptions. That's the worst I've ever had happen to me. I have a family member who's had worse, but his luck sucks even worse than mine. So the other reason you want to do investigations is because it's far easier to get, because they're always a specific type of quest for it. And so it's far easier to get hunts in order to get the research levels for them.
When you're poisoned, your health will gradually drop. Taking hits like that repeatedly will stun you. meaning you won't be able to move.
I don't know how bad they cut Richard.
And here's going to be an Anjanath interruption. Oh, maybe not this time. That's honestly unusual for me.
When you're poisoned, your health will gradually drop. Use an antidote as soon as possible. Now this is interesting. Let's report our findings to everyone at the
And there's an
resource center
investigation.
when we get back. Don't try to engage a monster when your health is low. It's smarter to focus on healing.
Anjanath. And here he comes. Knew it was going to happen at some point. Oop, nope, lost him. Good. As I said, I'm not the greatest player. I'm experienced, yes, not...
The monster's been immobilized. Now's your chance.
And are there better ways to do this fight? Yes. Are there things that I can really do right this moment? No. Do they take more prep time? Also yes. And that's a big thing that you need to actually do in Monster Hunter, is prepping. But I'm trying to show that even without massive amount of prep, gear and practice at a monster can make up for that. Because practice is the thing that's really going to make you actually good at Monster Hunter, just the same as with any game. If you're having a hard time with the monster, well, guess what? Fight it until you lose, and until you get better at reading it. No matter how good you get, though, you're always going to have small mistakes that are going to pop up. Small mistakes will get you killed, yes. They're also the one thing that really separates good players and just average players with a decent amount of experience like myself. Good players make less of the small mistakes. Average players, such as myself, do make far more of them.
I think we could build the camp here. Let's ask the head hunters.
And so we have to make up for that in a way that good and even great players just don't. It's also why I don't consider myself a good player. I make plenty of little tiny mistakes, and they do get me killed sometimes. There's a reason that I keep fortify all of my characters at all times. Come on. Knew that was going to happen.
You did it! Now the commander can send someone out to see if that slag will lead us to Zora Magdaros.
And yes, in the middle of hunts, you will get attacked by other monsters. That's what things like dung pods are for. And no matter how much you want them to not, they will. It's just learning to live with it. Anyway, that will wrap up this quest, well, this video today. So, have a nice day, YouTube.